For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting or destruction within thy borders. But thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise. The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But the Lord shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy God thy glory. Thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself. For the Lord shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. Thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. The little one shall become 1,000, and the small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
The little one shall become 1,000, and the small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to Hopeful Lake out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity. All right. So what I want to do, get into another in the news, as I decided to go on this channel, because I see with the GMS Prisons of Yahweh Shai and with the GMS Kingdom Minded, they don't even put, notifications. If I do 4 videos, they might give a notification for one, on the live. So, they do that every time, brothers get to a certain amount of subscribers, Esau get, kind of petty, but we Yahweh, we're gonna pull it off, all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Now, got a few things I want to get into because at the end of the day, all right, the focal point of the ministry is prophecy, the prophetic things that are happening. One thing about it, they can never forget to be watchmen. We, always gonna defend the gospel, okay? But the focal point has to be prophecy because we're coming to some serious time, okay? And if you're caught up in arguing and, being petty, you really don't understand what's going on, okay? So I'm gonna start here with a few precepts, okay? Then we'll get into some articles, all right? Because let's get this here in Revelation 19. All right, Revelation 19 and 10. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua, worship the Most High. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, so it's very important, that we stay up, all right, to date, with prophecy, what's going on, okay, and where we at, okay, because we have a lot of interest in worldly affairs, and that's another thing, when you are looking to be sovereign, okay, and you have interest in what's going on in the world, okay, only peasants, all right, and not saying that as if we some great people, just speaking of the mindset to have, not saying like we on a high horse and just looking down, but just speaking on mindsets, okay, of rulers and peasants, man, but only peasants are caught up with entertainment and other people's lives, and the distractions and the pettiness and drama and arguing, okay. But if you have an interest in rulership, you will be in tune to what's going on, okay, in the earth. If brother can put that, I think that's in Sirach 5 and 15. Be not ignorant in the small, all right, matter or great. Now, this is Matthew 26 and 41. And this is Yahushua speaking. It says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So what did Yahushua say? He said, watch. Okay. The first thing he said was what? Watch. Okay. And you get that word in the Greek. See what it goes into. All right. Rego. Okay. It says to watch, to give strict attention to be cautious, to be active. Okay. We should be actively watching. Okay. What's going on, man? Okay. Because one thing about this devil, he does an excellent job, at keeping people, okay, in the damn coma. All right. People are just, drunk off convenience and entertainment to their awareness is on zero, and we have to watch, and be mindful of these things, man. Okay. So yep, that's a good one too, brother. The water. All right, this is the brother GMS Shar Lakama, 1 Peter 4 and 7. It says, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Okay, that word watch, being active, watching and praying, because as we constantly pray for each other, we pray for our houses, man. Hey, we praying, hey, brothers is praying, sisters is praying, everybody praying for everybody, man. All right, to be kept in these times. Okay, praying for the things that we need to make adjustments with, being the best, version of ourselves in the spirit, so we can be the best asset we can be to the body. All right, this is Sirach 5 and 15. It says, this is the brother GMS, good soldier 144, said, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small. Okay, which means what? Hey, you got to be active. You got to be actively seeing what's going on. And we have, the different alternative, outlets. We got, brothers, that be on it. So, it's easy, to stay on, on top of what's going on, man, with active, being active, man. Okay. Brother got the definition. Okay. GMS Good Soldier 144. It says vigilant. It says keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulties. Okay. Or difficulties, man. Okay. And we know we're coming into those times. Okay. As we're going to get. All right. This is GMS Good Soldier 144, Proverbs 22 and 3 says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Okay. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished, man. And the masses of our people are going to pass on the punishment, man. Okay, simple as hell. All right, now let's get a few things that's going on. Okay, so you go here. Now you have, more banks, saying that they can't afford to, run operations. And at the end of the day, it's a staged collapse. Okay, we're in the midst of a transition into a new currency, man. Okay, they gonna say it's this and that. And one thing about it, Esau has people so confused because you try to keep up with all the tedious things that's going on, but really, as we understand the end game, all right, we look at these different things and we filter straight to the point. Okay, this devil. Okay, because his financial system is so goddamn complicated. Okay, you can't understand this shit, derivatives and buybacks and drawbacks and 0.38 EPA. You can't understand all this shit, man. Okay, once he get to talking, you be with him the first 38 seconds, and then that nigga go way left and get talking about, nigga got charts everywhere, man. Can't nobody understand this shit, man. Okay, at the end of the day, this nigga is finna transition to the CBDC. You know, now the brother, the brother Elder Ariala, Elder Required Quorum, that's their gift. let me, retract. I can't keep all the goddamn shit, man. But I know them two brothers, they very sharp, when it comes to those things, I just speak for myself, some brothers, pretty savvy, but let's get into the article real quick. And it says 3 more banks see stock trading halted. Financial sector collapse. Contagion accelerates as migrant invasion stage for U.S. southern border. So you supposed to have an invasion of the U.S. southern border, which is nothing but a distraction, man. Okay, you're gonna hear the news, gonna have it on loop about the immigrants, and they might shoot a couple of them, just to have people distracted as they transfer into the digital currency, man. Okay, it says central banks are buying gold at a record pace in anticipation of a fiat currency collapse. Meanwhile, the commercial banking sector is imploding. Just today, 3 more banks were halted on stock exchange as their stock prices collapsed. Those 3 banks are PacWest Corporate, Western Alliance, and Metropolitan Bank. More, okay, more bank failures are imminent. Fiat currencies are collapsing by design. The global, okay, it says the goal of the corrupt establishment is to take out the small and mid-sized banks and leave just a few giants standing, holding all assets. JP Morgan, anyone, okay? Because it's easier to control just a few mega banks than all these small banks, man. Okay, and these mega banks are fully on board. See, the least don't have time to try to convince. Okay, all these little. That's why the middle class in general. Okay, the restaurants and the little moms and pops. Okay, Nadine's Kitchen and Diner. Like, oh no, this is finna be through. Okay, it's just gonna be the giants left. Okay, these mega box stores and these mega banks because they're already fully on board with the CBDC. All right, as it's gonna say, so once the small and mid-sized banks are destroyed, the powers that will it says the powers that be will initiate the final collapse of the dollar and attempt to force everyone into central bank digital currencies, okay, which will be the final nail in the coffin of human freedom, man, because it's about moral control, okay? It's about the masses owning nothing and the elites owning everything, including them. See, the elites out for your soul. They just going, they just know the doorway is through finances, man, through the economy, okay? So let's go from there. Whatever precepts brother want to post, I'm just try to touch, on everything that's coming out, man. Okay, now hold on, let me get this in YouTube. Okay, I think that's in what Isaiah 19 and 15. Okay, brothers get there about the keepers of the house, in Ecclesiastes, Bible Shah. Okay, but let's get this with Dabu. He kind of going to
You probably know Vistaprint for business cards, but did you know we also print that, and that, and that, and that too?
36%. Western. This is Dabu 7. A heads up here as it's hitting the fan, so to speak. We have an acceleration here of the banking crisis, picking back up. Regional banks said to be in free fall. A total collapse in regional banks as it's being put over here on Zero Hedge. And you can see when you go looking that banks like PacWest down 36%, Western Alliance down 31%, Metropolitan Bank down 27%, Home Street down 23%. You've got others that are down big too: Zion, KeyCorp, Harbor One, Citizens Financial. It's happening. And this whole thing has been happening in slow motion, so much so that it's almost like boiling the frog. And the people, if they think everything's fine for a second, well, then they're not taking their money out of the bank. And the banks can then shuffle around and start to make moves. And as we just saw, the FDIC coming out, giving this huge loan to JP Morgan to save the day here within the past 48 hours of another massive bank collapse to take place. That was the second largest in U.S. history. There are massive moves being made here. The stock market itself down today some 500 points. That could rise. That could rise all throughout the day up to closing. Who knows what that may hit? But right now it's 500. We have this big Fed decision looming on what they're going to do. And they've done wrecked this thing bad enough. They could make a call today that sends it spiraling down even more. So even though some people don't like to pay attention to the banking stuff and the financials, this is very important. Our whole world is crumbling, and it's by design. Our dollar is losing its reserve currency status. Inflation is just destroying it minute by minute. And as we see in China and Russia, their inflation is nowhere near what's happening here. And as I reported on the live stream, China's economy is now booming and picking up as things seem to be falling apart here in America, all by design. I hope you have a good barter system put together, whether it's silver, gold, precious metals, or just items. You need some kind of system put together. It is key from here on. My last warning here: you better get ready for what's coming. This is all to tear this thing down during this great reset and to replace it with the CBDC so every country can be connected into the beast system. IMF just released their monetary unit, this global unit. It's going down, man. I cover this on the live streams, man. Join us there. You get it first and foremost right there, breaking on the live streams Monday and Friday.
So it's no secret. Let me turn the light on again. All right, so it's no secret, where everything is going. Okay, it's going digital, man. Oh, it's only gonna be so long to where you can say it ain't what it ain't. All right, till it is what it is, man, and everyone's gonna be presented with it. Okay, it's the brother GMS Good Soldier 144, Isaiah 19 and 15 said, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, okay, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. Because as they get ready to reset, it's gonna be a collapse. Okay, these a lot of we finna see the reset is gonna get rid of the middle class, small business, because small business make up over 50% of the businesses in America, and of those 50% of small businesses, they employ over 70% of America's employees in small business. Okay. So when these things disappear, we're going to see a lot of extreme poverty happen quick with the masses of the people, man. Okay, this is near. All right, it's going to be quick. It's the brother GMS Good Soldier 144. Ecclesiastes 12:3 says, in that day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, okay, which these economists, man, and the strong man, which are rich men, shall bow themselves. Because you're gonna have people lose millions, tens of millions, man, because everyone is not in the loop. Okay, you're gonna have people that's gonna lose major money. They're gonna bow themselves, they're gonna be humbled, man, sick. And you know Esau coming off the 58th floor, man. You know, after he put the hammer down on the fam, okay. You know he's coming out the 58th floor with the swan dive, man. Okay, and it says, "And the grinders cease, which is the jobs, because they are few, and those that look out the window be darkened." Okay, the future is looking very grim. Okay, as we get ready to come into this reset, man, it's looking very grim. You see? So let's go from there. Touch on a few more things. Okay. So he's talking about the CBDC, which is going to be controlled by that C-HIP. What you have here, it says a Utah-based BlackRock Neurotech has already C-HIP at least 50 people transhumanism in action, man. Okay, and this is only the beginning, man. Okay. You're not gonna be able to just keep saying it ain't that, man. They doing it. Okay, your hand on your forehead, they there, they in your hand. Esau, these devils they got C-HIPs in people's hands, and now they saying, hey, they in your forehead. Okay, it says, and if a brother could, because see, Esau wants his technology to imitate Yahushua. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna read this, but I want a brother to post that in. I think it's Matthew 11. Yeah, if brother can post Matthew 11 verses 4 and 5. All right, while I read this. All right, it says there are people in the United States who have already received brain implants from a Utah-based company called BlackRock Neurotech, which has unleashed a C-HIP called Neuroport array that allows people with physical disabilities to perform tasks using their brains. Headquartered in Salt Lake City, BlackRock Neurotech has branded this brain implant, all right, as a solution to cure physical paralysis, blindness, deafness, and even depression. Recipients of the C-HIP can control robotic arms and wheelchairs, play video games, and even feel sensations because of it. Okay, he's going to present this as a miracle. Okay, he's going to present this as peace and safety. And he wants to imitate who? Yahushua. Because you look at it, physical paralysis, blindness, deafness, and even depression. Now, why is he using this terminology? You see? Why is he using that terminology, man? Let's see. Okay. Who is this devil trying to imitate, man? With his technology, this is GMS Good Soldier. Okay, 144. And it says, this is Matthew 11 and 4. It says, Yahushua answered and said unto them, go and show John again. And this when the disciples, came to you. John's disciples came to Yahushua when John was in prison to ask him, John had him to ask Yahushua, was he the one? And this was Yahushua's response. He said, Yahushua answered and said to them, go show John again those things which ye do hear and see. Okay? Which you do hear and which you do see. Verse 5. It says, the blind receive their sight, and the lame walk. The lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear. The dead are raised up, and the poor have the gospel preached unto them. So who are these devils trying to imitate, man? The blind receive their sight. The lame walk, which are the what they call paralyzed. The lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear. Okay, these devils are trying to imitate Yahushua through their technology, man. Esau wants his technology to be God. I mean, he wants his technology to be Yahushua, and he wants to be looked at as the Most High. Okay, that's the Godhead of his new world order, man. His technology is Savior, and since he is bringing forth the technology, he's the God. Okay, these devils, hey, they finna try to take it there, man. Okay, so let's go from there. I just want to get a few more, you know. You got IBM, okay, outsourcing thousands of jobs to AI. You know, so you got this thing now with AI, and see, it's going to be a lot of these jobs that women have, man. Okay, it's going to be a lot of these jobs that women have, you know, that's going to get replaced by AI, man. You know, okay. You got it says hiring and back office functions such as human resources will be suspended or slowed, Krishna said in an interview. These non-customer facing roles amount to roughly 26,000 workers, Krishna said. I could easily see 30% of that getting replaced by AI and automation over a 5-year period. Okay, that means roughly 7,800 jobs lost. Okay, a lot of these jobs are these women-based jobs that AI is finna replace, man. Okay, it's finna get bad. I was looking at one video and you're talking about the top 5 jobs, you know, which I have a lot of time now, but I will let's see if I can find it. This video here. Okay. Play.
Artificial intelligence, folks, it's officially here. And right now is the inflection point. According to a study by Gartner, by 2023, artificial intelligence will have replaced about 5 million jobs worldwide. Just as the internet and the personal computer came in prior generations, AI is going to change just about everything, including the way that we work. And more importantly, the jobs that are available and left for us to do. In this video, we're going to explore 5 jobs that are at most risk of being replaced, or at least partially replaced by AI.
So yeah, you can, you know, watch the rest of it. You know, he's going to go into these 5, you know, industries that AI, you know, is going to hit hard first, man. You know, hey, these devils are the wicked the Bible speaks of, and a lot of people going to find out the extremely hard way, man. Okay, now I got this one video.
The Washington State Senate just passed Senate Bill 5.
Okay. Now we know, okay, these devils, man, this as they digitalize, you know, they are transitioning to this digital infrastructure. They're pushing lewdness right behind it. Okay. Now we read an article about this on the last, you know, in the news, but this is a video that kind of goes into what these devils are doing, man. Okay. These are the devil All right, this is perverse, man. You know, and if a brother just go ahead, you know, post some of them Sodom and Gomorrah precepts, man. You know, so if I play this video, you know, we get those precepts and we'll, you know, end it there, man. And I ain't got a lot of time kind of moving, but I did want to touch on these things, man. You know, so we'll play this, you know, you brothers, you know, put missile precepts, Sodom and Gomorrah precepts, you know, and we'll close out, man, with DTA, man. You know, it's a madhouse, man. Perverse as hell.
The Washington State Senate just passed Senate Bill 5599, allowing the state to hide children from their parents. No allegation of abuse is required, just the child's delusional desire to change the gender of their own body. The bill compels state licensed youth shelters to act as accomplices in castrating children without their parents' knowledge, and allocates over $7 million to pay for the surgical and pharmaceutical castrations. According to this new law, if a child shows up at a youth shelter in Washington state and expresses the desire to change the gender of their body, claiming that their parents are against it, then the youth shelter is legally obligated to not notify the parents of the child's location, but rather to funnel that child into the destructive and horrific world of transgenderism, paid for by the state of Washington with taxpayer dollars. And it's not limited to Washington residences. Any young, confused, runaway child can now make their way to Washington to get castrated by the government without their parents ever being notified. The agenda to destroy Christian culture and the family was further demonstrated last month when scores of UN judges published the 8 March Principles for a Human Rights-Based Approach to Criminal Law Proscribing Conduct Associated with Sex, Reproduction, Drug Use, HIV, Homelessness, and Poverty. The document states that these principles should be of immediate relevance to legislators, judges, and prosecutors at all levels. These principles include the right to abortion and transgender surgeries. They recommend the legalization of prostitution and all drug use. But the real offense is buried at the end of Principle 16, consensual sexual conduct, where it states that sexual conduct involving persons below the domestically prescribed minimum age of consent to sex may be consensual in fact, if not in law. In this context, the enforcement of criminal law should reflect the rights and capacity of persons under 18 years of age to make decisions about engaging in consensual sexual conduct and their right to be heard in matters concerning them. And the reason for this was perhaps best summarized by communist Marxist Vladimir Lenin when he said, "Give me 4 years to teach the children, and the seed I have sown will never be uprooted." Reporting for InfoWars, this is Greg Reese.
And if you're not against, all right, this current system, you know, if you call yourself a Christian and you have nothing to say about what these people, you know, are forcing, okay, on the youth, okay, you're part of the problem, man. And the Lord is going to treat you as such. All right, this is the you know, you see what is it, man? Pretty much they can kidnap your children. Okay, pretty much they doing away with the consent. And see all this, you know, because everybody was in uproar, you know, with GMS, the apostles, when they brought out, you know, things out of the Bible. Okay, but these people are finna do it on a whole nother level. They, you know, they age don't stop. You know, they age don't stop. Like in the Bible, we were speaking about how it went by nature. You know, how a woman, you know, and then even then a woman, you know, man will still wait till a woman, you know, mature to a particular point. Okay. But these devils, you know, they go to the single digits with it. Okay. But what's the uproar then? What you had to look, you know, the nigga woman on social media said, "Hide your 9-year-old daughter from GMS." Okay. You people finna see who the real freaky deaky is, man. You people finna see, man. You know, and all that slander, the Lord ain't forgot. Okay, this is the brother GMS Shah Lakama, Isaiah 13 and 19. It says, "In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency," and the Chaldeans are these elites, man. Okay, the ancient Chaldeans were the ancient, you know, astrologers and the warlocks. Okay, and witches. They're pretty much was the spiritual, you know, priest of ancient Babylon, man. Okay, those left-hand priests of ancient Babylon. All right, and the elites have turned America into what? The daughter of Babylon through those same witchcraft and dark magic, man. It says, "Shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah." Okay, through fire. It says, "It shall never be inhabited." This is Brother's GMS Spiritual Art 144. "It shall never be inhabited." Okay. Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Neither shall the shepherds, okay, make their fold there. It's going to be completely a desert, man. And we see why this place is going to be wiped off the map. Okay, we understand exactly why the Lord has that judgment written for this place, man. All right, it's your brother Awalam Award, Jude 1 and 7. All right, this is even in Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them, in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication, okay, and going after strange flesh, all right, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire, okay. And America is fulfilling the wickedness of ancient, okay, of ancient Sodom, man. Okay, America is fulfilling that. Okay, and what happened? The brother got the account. GMS Shah Lakama, Genesis 19:24. "Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire, all right, from the Lord out of the heavens." And that's gonna happen now. Those nukes, okay, are gonna go into the atmosphere and re-enter into the atmosphere and land on the new Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Okay, it says he overthrow those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants. Okay, and that's gonna be America, man. You know, that's the end game for America, man. Okay, this land and the people that are left in it, everyone outside the elect that's in America, all right, is gonna be put to death, man. Okay, this place is gonna be turned to a desert. All right, so that was the point. You know, the Wadley brothers for posting, okay, them precepts, you know, because hey, that's a spirit, man. Because hey, we want to see this place finished, man. Okay, but you know, I just want to touch on those few things, you know, as we continue to watch what's going on and see where we at, man. So we understand what we need to be. So Lord wills, edify until next time I say Shalom, Kwang Yashala, Abba, DTA soon, very soon. Shalom.